Hello, hello, and hello. I'm the Sock, aka the graceful platypus. I don't know. And welcome to the second session of Death's End. Last session, we got to meet all of our players on the day after they failed the academy exam for their own unique reasons. We met our resident puppeteer, Uzi Shimura and Ichiraku Ramen. He helped the chef, Mr. Zuko, from being attacked by a very disrespectful Chunin named Genryu Tao. We switched over to Azumi Kuruchiha, having like ominous nightmares of losing control, and then waking up to a pleasant morning with her mom. Yeah, we met her mom Sayuri and her quote unquote gourmet cooking. And then we stopped by the slums to meet our wild child, Gabriela Kiru, who was quickly thrown into a fight for money after being woken up by explosions, the typical Thursday morning. And then the party faced Haystack Bruce, a massive farmer who can create hay golems. And yeah, no, that's just classic D&D stuff that's like impossible to explain to other people. But expectations were instantly shattered when the group promptly beat the shit out of Haystack Bruce. And Azumi decided she wanted to commit murder, not in a nightmare this time. But before things got too out of hand, Gabriela saw Haystack's daughter in the crowd and chose to forfeit the fight, giving them some money. And that was much to the displeasure of Fruge and the bloodthirsty crowd, which is now where we pick up. So you guys have just won the fight against. Well, actually, you technically forfeited, but you can see the
That's still
crowd is.
winning.
I mean, you definitely still beat the shit out of them, but um, the crowd is just kind of silenced by Gabriela and Gabriela. Actually, you see your fan club in the corner, just like the like cult of kids that like idolize you and everything. Um, they start to like at first they were a little bit upset about it, but they kind of like look around at each other and they're like, you know, like she did a good thing. But you see one kid like speaks up and says, "Nah, fuck that. That was bullshit." And you see it's a kid named Rudy. He's kind of like the ringleader of your fan club, essentially, of like ruffians. Um, he's just like complaining. Is just like a shinobi is supposed to be ruthless. You should have executed him right there. Does Gabriela say anything to that?
Gabriella's going to be approaching him.
Oh no.
You can see he has a sweat bead kind of fall down his head, but he's like standing his ground. He's basically just complaining. He said that like a shinobi is supposed to be like a ruthless and everything, and like a merciless warrior and stuff.
Um, is this kid taller than me at the current moment?
No, he's actually younger than you. I forgot how old you guys
Okay.
are right now, but he'd be about like 2 or 3 years younger.
Okay. So she's going to look down at him and say, "How about we watch your parents die instead? Would you like that?"
I don't know if it would change what Gabriela would say. You do know Rudy is probably an orphan. He lives in the orphanage.
Oh yeah, I'll change it then.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Let's say someone you love approaches you. All right. And then there's suddenly life is snuffed in front of you for no reason besides pure bloodthirst. And what they were doing was just showing you a gesture of kindness. What would you do then?
Well, you're saying like if someone like killed someone I love like in front of me,
Yeah,
then I would. You can clearly see like a kid like who's not prepared to actually like explain his thoughts. He's like, well, I would have stopped them beforehand. Then I would have killed them.
you would stop them and try to kill them. All right. Who do you like? Who do you love most of all?
Um, Mr. Sarutobi, I guess.
Oh no.
That's the head of
Let's
the.
go pay him a visit.
He you clearly see he has like a like wide eyes and he's like, okay, I get it, I get it. Jeez, I'm just saying, it just, wasn't like cool. I don't get why you let him go.
Alright. If Saratoga fights get you something, okay? And he'll die in the process even though they could have showed him mercy. How would you feel?
Well, I'd be pissed, I guess.
Yes. Now, would you dedicate your life for vengeance?
Well, that's what I'm supposed to do, right?
No, not all the time.
But Lord Fourth Hokage, after the Uchiha got killed, he went and killed their Hokage, or their Kage. Shinobi do it all the
Yeah,
time
but
to
are you
us.
as strong as him?
No, not yet.
Well, once you're strong enough, then you can do what you want. And she wanted to pat him on the head. But right now, my pinky has more strength than you.
You clearly see he gets very pissed off of that and starts trying to like run at you, but you can easily just hold him back just with your pinky.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the rest of your fan club is basically just kind of looking at you with reverence after that. Like very much like definitely you can see that they're like paying attention to your words and stuff. Um yeah, are Azumi and Uzi doing anything, or are you just kind of just observing and stuff?
Observing, I was gonna do a joke of Zumi whispering to.
I was
Izumi.
thinking the exact same thing.
Just-
But I didn't want to interrupt the moment.
Yeah. So they're just whispering to each other, like.
Like,
fucking-
I'm just gonna assume that you were thinking the same thing. You were going to have a conversation about should we stop her?
Yeah, that's entirely what it was. Should we just like? Should we...
I'm sure you guys have seen. Yeah, you guys. I'm sure Gabriela has beaten up people in front of you guys before. But
Do you want to deal with that? I don't.
yeah, you see.
I'm good.
Hold on, I'm trying to move the token. You see, as Rudy starts walking away, Gabriela, you see a fist like rise out of the crowd and punch Rudy in the face, and you see your I guess quote unquote mentor. He kind of mentors you guys by telling you that you're gonna fail all the time, or fail in life. And yeah, El Kira, the man who's been taking care of you, Gabriela, he has like short black spiky hair. He has like really thick sideburns that go down, almost like not like mutton chops, but like kind of like that sort of vibe. He has a black eye, a cut on his forehead that's currently bleeding, just like a fresh wound. And he has 3 sake bottles in his hand and just kind of like rags on and everything. And Rudy kind of like speaks up and I was like, "What the hell was that for?" And he was like, "I'm not supposed to show any mercy, right?" And then he kind of like Shrek when he like roared at the dog and everything to scare it. He roars at all the kids and then they run away. And he kind of just laughs and takes a swig.
Should we have stepped in there?
I think this is the perfect time.
Yeah, and then Zumi will start walking over.
Yeah, he just goes, "Get lost, squirts," and then he just takes a sip of the sake and notices Gabriela standing there. He's like, "Oh, what's up, Runt?"
What's up, Kira?
He just says, "I was just kind of wandering by." You hear off in the distance of the crowd like somebody yelling about, "Find that guy! He beat the shit out of 32 people!" But you see he like, "Oh yeah, I forgot to leave this for you." He hands you just like a box of food. Figured you needed it after you flunked the whole test.
Thanks. Your kindness was always great.
Do you
He
open
says,
up?
knowing it hurts him.
Mm-hmm. You actually see he's currently just like drinking from the sake bottle right now, and it says like he sees you and Uzi and Izumi is like, "What's up, bubs?" And do you open the food box at all?
Yeah, knowing it's going to be nothing good.
Well, it's not that it's nothing good. More like it's just nothing, and you just see crumbs in the box, and he's like, "I got hungry."
Dirtbag as always, but I wouldn't be here without you.
He gives you a pat on the head and says, "You can keep the box. It looks kind of nice." Um, but it would just kind of be a quick time lapse of things. Fruge walks up to you guys, like clearly pissed. Oh yeah, would you guys have said anything to Elkira, by the way? I don't want to rob any interactions.
Izumi would have just waved when he said hi.
About Haystack Bruce?
Who?
No, that was a question for you, not to... like. No, I wouldn't tell him about Bruce. He seems like a good person, and I don't want him to deal with the mentally unstable man in front of me.
Oh yeah.
No. Like, do you want to talk to him? Or do you say anything?
I mean, he's generally a very unapproachable person. I meant to say, like, he's very muscular and everything. Pretty short, honestly. He's like around, like, maybe like 5'2" or like like something like that. But he's just kind of like a solid block of muscle. He smells worse than Gabriela, which is an achievement. He smells he just smells like he hasn't showered and like just like sweat and alcohol, basically. He's an extremely hairy person as well.
I'm not gonna say anything, but I am going to pinch my nose.
He just looks at you guys. It's just silence for like 30 seconds as he's just taking a swig from 3 sake bottles at a time, and he's like, "Take a picture. It'll fucking last longer." Did somebody die here? Why is it so fucking silent?
I think because of you. She says rather dumbly.
He looks around. And he's like, "What? I'm not approachable or something?"
No.
Fair enough.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he just walks
You're the most
past.
approachable guy I know.
What is that?
Gabriella's gonna be like, "You're the most approachable guy I know."
How many guys do you know?
He looks at you and says, "That's disappointing," and he just walks past.
Just Mercs knowing I would upset him.
Fruge, you see he's counting just like, he still made money from this just from like people placing bets and everything. You see Elkira just walks past Fruge just like, greetings, sir. And he says, "Shut the fuck up." And he just grabs a whole bunch of Rio out of his hand and just walks by. I'm taking a nap.
Why did he come here?
Good question.
We came here to get.
Do you guys have any idea?
To go to what's supposed to be like the last class get together.
Oh, why did you come?
Yeah,
to
no,
this
I know
later?
about
Yeah.
that, but like, no, I meant.
I thought you said why did he?
Why
come
did
here?
the?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, my bad. I didn't see him. That's my bad.
Mm-hmm. Fruge just walks up to you guys, and you can all add 50 Rio onto your
Oh fuck yeah!
to your person. It's
Hey,
just
day.
that's just what you made from. You technically get the the losing portion of it and everything since it was a forfeit, but yeah, you still make 50 Rio. Wakimana walks up and says, "Well, can I get about like 5 Rio for the?" I mean, I pretty much spray painted this entire neighborhood, so I mean, for the decorations of the event. And Fruge just says no, and as he is debating the price, you guys see a Chunin walk up, kind of parting the crowd. You see Wakimana's older brother, Kenji Yamanaka. He's a fairly like below average height sort of dude. He's like around like 5'5" that sort of deal. A little bit scrawny, but he has like long blonde hair, a like kind of like puffer jacket vest for his tuning jacket and just a blue hoodie on under that. And he just calls over to Wakimane and says, Wakimane, it's time to go home. I don't feel like waiting all day. I just got back from a mission. And yeah, Wakimane just says bye to you guys and everything. And
yeah.
They will walk off. Is anybody doing anything else before you actually just should just ask that. Give me 1 second.
I mean, Izumi would have resummoned her fox.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Kakashi would be right next to you.
Yay.
Gotta be prepared at all times.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why I have my puppets always prepared.
So I would say it's probably like around like 2 p.m. around this time. The bonfire for the entire class is at 8 p.m. So would anybody else be? Would you guys just be hanging out for the rest of the day, or would you be doing anything specific?
That's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
It's the first time since obviously the academy usually had you very busy. So it's just wanted to see if you guys have any if they have any free time activities that they do when they have off time and stuff.
And Izumi would probably practice seals when she is alone, not doing anything specifically.
Mm-hmm.
As she enjoys seals. But
Seals? As in Funjutsu?
mm-hmm.
Do you say that, or is just a thing that you're going to do?
Well, she probably would have mumbled it, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Something
I'm
along
a bit...
the lines of like, should I practice my seals? Just kind of more to herself, but
Yeah.
easily heard.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. I can help you practice that. I can help you practice that Funjutsu. I'm pretty proficient with it myself.
I don't. Maybe another time.
You see, Kakacha, he is very bored most of the time when you're working on seals. So you see, he visibly pouts. He was excited at possibly having something interesting to do while he's while you're doing your seals.
That's fair.
He just yells out, he's kind of like almost a parrot in that sense, where foxes can make a whole bunch of different noises. So he just mimics noises he's heard, and you hear him like in El Kira's voice, just yell out, "Fuck!"
Okay. Sorry, I'm back. My dog jumped the fence, so I had to chase them.
You're all good.
I see.
Okay, that's why.
Fucking, you're in and out of game. People are fucking entertaining by the seams of it.
I just got my dog in
left, to be all honest with you, so you know.
When Fruge arrived, I looked outside and I saw my dog in the neighbor's yard. I was like, "Fuck!" So I just booked it.
Yeah, I'll just give. We're just talking about if there was anything we want to do free time wise.
Yeah, you guys have about like 6 hours until the party.
We have 6 hours of free time.
Hang out.
Mm-hmm. It's 2 p.m. right now, and the party's at 8, so you have at least like 7 hours or something like that. I mean, not 7 hours. That's not math. That's 6 hours. I'm tripping.
Ooh.
So this is going to be very in character of Gabriella, but she's going to get Gaburo to approach someone, make them chase him, so she can beat the living crap out of them in the shadows.
So
as a warm-up practice.
Are you gonna be mugging people?
Yeah. How else am I gonna make a living? I'm broke.
Fruge fully supports it. So basically E2, the blonde-haired kid that likes explosives, he sends him with you, So he creates a distraction by like setting off some small like explosions near somebody's house or something like that. And then when they go investigate, they see a big ass spider and obviously go after it and everything. And then you beat the shit out of them.
Yeah, and take their money.
And you can make it seem like you're just getting vengeance for them chasing your spider.
So
That's the plan. She's not dumb.
I want to pretend I did not hear any of that.
Yeah, Izumi would have like.
I'm feigning ignorance.
Like, do you want to go do stuff? Here's scary.
I'm less so that I want to do stuff, and more I don't want to be here.
She will agree.
I will say, Gabriela, can you roll me a stealth check real quick?
Absolutely. Real
quick, I am gonna make a call, as apparently Grandpa called earlier. So
okay.
I'm gonna just make sure nothing's going on.
Yeah. We'll just do some RP stuff until you get back in the wall.
Ah, perfect. I can plot. I can scheme.
23.
Okay, so as you're mugging people, you're able to mug them and without like alerting a whole bunch of like citizens around and everything. And
perfect.
Some you see just some Konjiki police are like showing up and running around, but they don't know where you are and everything. They do, however, notice some like faint like spider webs in the corner, and they immediately theorize it's you most of the time when bad stuff happens. But yeah, so let me see something real quick.
Terrorist.
Actually, while he's gone, let me go use the bathroom real quick.
Okay, so the E2 guy, that's just a terrorist then? Like, he's just blowing up places?
Well, okay, so he doesn't usually blow up establishments. He usually just, like, you know, if there happens to be some... Yeah, if there happens to be some collateral damage, then that's, you know, that's unavoidable. But he usually tries not to do the big explosives when there's people around. He's the type of dude that like goes off into the forest or something like that, and just throws them at like mountains or something.
The society is fucked.
It's called the slums.
Yeah, yeah, and I stand by what I said.
Your noble blood doesn't deserve to be here.
What the fuck am I? I'm not noble. I'm a politician.
Even worse. You lie to us all the time.
Yeah, and you don't know the difference.
Clearly, you said you'll help our people. Look at our people. We're fighting each other.
What do you expect me to do? I'm 12.
Talk to your parents, I guess. Figure it out. It's your problem.
I bet.
No, it really isn't my problem. This seems like a you problem.
Oh no, what happened?
Politics. Ninja politics.
Beautiful.
Ninja
beautiful.
politics.
Yeah, so did you go off and do stuff? Just to add?
No, this S.O.K had to go use the toilet, so I just yeah. Just contemplating the state of the slums.
Zumi's just gonna ask you if you want to go do stuff.
Yeah, let's do anything else than stay here.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm back.
Meanwhile, Gabriella's like, what? Why? Why would you ever want to leave?
Yeah, this place is heaven.
I want to go to hell.
This is heaven. What is hell?
That's where you can't fight people.
All right, so Gabriela, you make 9 Rio from bugging people.
Beautiful. You are in the slums, so that actually makes
Yeah, I don't know how. Yeah, actually, that's a good point. I don't know how effective robbing the slums is gonna be.
It's just we just get like a movie style time lapse of with like, you know, a good feel good music in the background while Gabriela is just mugging like and beating up various people that clearly don't deserve it. But Is anybody doing anything else during like the 6 hours of
Anything else?
Yeah, Izumi and Uzi are both just anywhere outside the slow.
just working on seals and everything?
I want to
I
work
mean,
on.
we can.
Can I work? Actually, can I? I want to try an impromptu seal. I want to try and create fireworks.
Firework. Yeah, go ahead and make me a chakra control check.
Ooh.
I'll call it.
Oh, hell
DC,
yeah.
I'll call it DC 15.
Yeah, I wanna create some fireworks that we can fire off at like gathering. You know,
Okay.
make it a bit more festive.
You know, like that no one tried to stop her.
Let's go.
Well,
I'm
that's your
feigning
goal.
ignorance.
Look, you're the scariest person among us. You really think one of us will
No,
stop
no.
you?
You're the one that knocked out a
Excuse you.
big dude.
Excuse you, you killed Haystack Bruce.
I did not kill, thank you.
I don't
You're
know,
not
you
welcome.
look pretty rough to me. I
Doing
don't
what
know.
I am trained to do is different than someone who is just scary on a default, okay? I'm the quiet kid.
So yeah, that's you guys are working on seals. Actually, Gabby, you notice that you get some extra help, and when the Konjiki police seem like they're about to catch you, you see they stop and they're like, "Aw," as they see a fox that it's clearly you see Gakacha is distracting them and just looking super cute and everything, to let you get away, and then he winks at you. And later that day, he walks up and like holds out his paw.
Oh my god!
Fuck.
Yeah, the fox walks up and holds out his paw.
Oh, I'm gonna grab its paw and say thank you.
He as you grab his paw, he looks very dissatisfied, and he yells out in a like an imitation of a deep, like, you know, adult man's voice. Money.
This fox is a fucking
How
criminal.
about I get you food? Cause I'm hungry.
You see, he thinks about it, and he just nods.
I'm gonna order a bunch of meat to eat with this fox and Kagura.
Yeah. So on the way, I'll say this is like this happens on the way to you guys going to the bonfire. So on the way, you guys see Gakacha, who had been gone for a little bit. He desummoned a little bit for a little bit, Azumi, and then he came back. And you see he just has a whole bunch of steaks.
Where did you get all of that?
He pretends not to hear you and just keeps eating as he's walking.
Meanwhile,
I have not gone to the Foxland, so I don't know. Maybe they have stuff. Izumi's just benefit of the doubt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sometimes Kakashi just leaves for a little bit. You don't really know what he does, but you know he's a good dude.
Yeah.
apparently.
I will move you guys over to the bonfire.
Ah, perfect. Let's see, where can I hide the fireworks?
Oh wait. Just
Where did I hide the fireworks?
No, I don't want them to be seen yet. They're supposed to be a surprise.
yeah, you do engineer that fireworks seal. So you guys walk up to the bonfire. You see as you walk up, you just see the like a clearing with like a little bonfire in the middle and some like wooden sheds off to the side and everything. It's kind of like in the forest almost. But you hear or Izumi you're the first one to notice because you just hear his voice. You hear Yoshitomo Uchiha's voice, or Yoshitomo Uchiha II's voice. He's named after the founder of the Uchiha clan. He is around your height. He has on like a black cloak, kind of like dark purple hair with like dull like golden eyes. He has a bunch of like burn scars across his body, and one huge one that goes across like nearly half of his face, and then it goes down like like his arms and stuff like that, and like his legs in certain parts. You just hear him kind of say, "Look what the cat dragged in." And Zako, his friend, who is fairly tall, has on like a blue jacket and like white and spiky blue and white hair. and then just like blue and white outfit on. Other than that, he's like, yeah, mice, because cats eat mice, and that's why they would drag. That's why he's saying you're dragging, or you're being dragged here. I get what you're saying, man. You're so fucking smart, bro. And Yoshitomo just kind of like looks at him and like silences him.
I feel like he took away the insult with that.
Yeah, Izako's just like hyping him up.
That would be correct.
Yoshitomo walks up and he like acknowledges you, Gabriela and Uzi, but he looks at Izumi and he's like, geez, not only do you miss your own fucking graduation, you guys forgot your headbands? I'd expect it from Izumi, but especially not you, Uzi.
Alright, I guess you don't know.
What?
I may have failed. Maybe.
The hell?
Probably. 100% I failed.
The lack of control on my part caused me to kind of whiff the final part of the exam.
We saw
Some
that
asshole
during the
called
haste.
me an animal.
Yoshitomo just looks like. That's a
I'm
funny
sorry.
ass just side note.
Hang on, wait a minute. It just dawned on you. Just say that?
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, Yoshitomo just looks like completely shocked and everything. And make me an insight check.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Say-
You guys can
I'm
all
gonna
make me
fail
an
it.
insight if you want.
Oh, okay. I have
I have
pretty
negative one.
insight. Let's go!
Hey, Will of Fire!
I don't know what that means.
When you get a nat 20 on a non-combative roll, so when you roll non in combat, you gain a Will of Fire.
I thought that was only in combat, if I'm not mistaken.
No, it is specifically out of combat.
Okay.
Oh, okay, so I
Well,
have a.
it
Okay,
That is
so I have
a
Will of Fire
once a
now.
session thing.
Hell
Okay,
yeah.
Woo!
It's also the DM can reward it also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I think, so you guys all definitely beat the DC. So, first you notice that Zako kind of like puts his arm around Yoshitomo and he's like just laughing. Actually, no, he like fully like runs up to you and like he's just like pointing at you guys and laughing. He's like, holy shit, man, you guys fucking failed the academy exam? Yoshitomo, you heard that? Because I heard it too. I'm standing like right here too. And while like Zako is just like making fun of you guys, you see Yoshitomo is like, I'll say Uzi, you're the first to notice it. Yoshitomo is the type to explain that he takes an insane amount of pride in his Uchiha heritage and everything. And has declared multiple times that he'll be the one to revive the Uchiha clan, and like get revenge for the injustice that happened to them. You see, even though that he does not like Izumi in the slightest, there's like a sense of like he's almost hurt by this. Like he like almost takes this personally as like a slight against himself. You can tell for whatever reason. So yeah, he along with that, he is. You guys also see that he's very like upset and like angry and everything, and kind of just narrows his eyes as he looks at Izumi and he's like, how dare you? If you're, I don't even know what to say. Just, do you think this is a joke? Like, becoming a shinobi isn't a fucking hobby, especially not for us. We have a different responsibility than everybody else. He's like, you can see he just kind of like wants to tell you off, but he's just kind of like beside himself and just walks off.
Izumi just idly, as she listened to him, she couldn't find any words to say, but one of her hands just like is held over her stomach as she listened to him, just very clearly bothered by what he said, but not really wanting to say anything.
Yeah. And as Yoshitomo's walking away, Kakacha just kind of like mimics somebody's like another phrase he's heard at some point. He's just like, he whispers like, "What an asshole."
Yeah.
Sumi's just gonna pet Kakasha and just
Gabriela, you see Gabiru's kind of looking at you and gesturing like kind of like the thing like you want me to fight him.
Just to be clear, what just happened before anything happens.
Mm-hmm.
So Oshito, well, just insulted or tried to insult Kuru, right?
He's the one that almost seemed insulted. Like he reacted as if someone like made a slight against him. Like he was like coming from the perspective as like Izumi did something and everything. He didn't even really focus on you guys after he heard that you felt and everything. He just kind of like, yeah.
So Zako is the one that laughed at us.
Yeah, Zako is the one that's laughed at us. And after Yoshitomo walks away, after like a very passionate, like kind of heartfelt criticism, Zako just was like, "What he said."
Gabiru, get Zako, please.
He starts chasing after Zako, and you see Zako full sprints starts trying to run away from Gabiru. He's scared of spiders.
Perfect.
That does not surprise me in the least.
3-foot tall spider. He should be scared.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, honestly, I can agree. There's no disagreement there.
Once he's far enough, Gabiru's going to come back. She's going to call back Gabiru.
Zako's just you see he's in the corner. Yubita seeing you guys got here at and like kind of like not wanting to get involved in the exchange that just happened, was just kind of standing around. But now she walks up and she's like, "Hey guys, what's up? Zako, you can come back now. Gabiru's not actually gonna eat you." And he's like, "Yeah, I'm just fucking looking at the logs and shit over here, man. I'm just gonna chill over here, look at the logs and stuff." Wouldn't get it. But Yubito walks up to you guys and kind of like just gives you all a hug and says what's up.
Izumi would return the hug, very clearly distracted, thinking about what's his face said.
Mm-hmm.
The Edgelord.
All right.
It's been an eventful day.
What happened? It's only been like a couple hours since I really saw you, Uzi.
Yeah. We were in the slums.
She kind of eyes Gabriela suspiciously.
Yes.
Gabriela whistles innocently.
No, that would be correct.
I guess a story short, a fight happened, and I apparently hit a lot harder than I thought I do.
Yeah, I mean that's not a shocker. I mean you guys are all like some of the strongest members in the class. So, or word that. Sorry, I'm not like making fun of you or anything like that. She kind of just eyes Zako with a glare.
I mean, it's still technically true. Where would still technically be in the same class. You are just graduating.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you guys are
So
still
good.
Yeah, like I don't hold it against you or anything. So anyway, I'll I'll show you guys what we were doing. I kind of set up a couple games for us to play and everything.
Perfect.
Can
Finally, some relaxing fun.
you guys all make me a perception check real quick? As you get ready to start walking.
What's my Oh shit! Right, I dropped perception.
Who makes? Is it
Did
just?
I
you
take it
say
back.
perception?
Yeah.
-1, yay.
I have +0.
Jesus. Oh, okay, cool. Just okay, fair enough, I guess.
How did you roll the best?
So Uzi and Uzi and Gabriela, you're able to see it, but Azumi, you were kind of like you were kind of like smudging, like wiping a smudge off your glasses and everything, so you couldn't see while it was happening. But while Yubatsu hugged you guys, you noticed like a faint buzzing sound, but it didn't really like make any note. But you notice as Uzi and Gabriela, you notice as you're about to walk, you see a couple wasps. They're like flying near, like crawling near your feet, and you see they're like putting something down on the ground, and it's honey where you guys were about to walk, and you're able to just step out of the way. But Azumi, you like full ankle deep in like chakra enhanced honey, and you just can't move your foot.
Just looks down, very confused.
Yeah, Yubitsa just kind of cracks up laughing, like knee slapper laughing.
That's a good one.
Yeah, she gets rid of it though. She just has her wasps like eat it and get rid of it and
okay.
everything. But yeah, she was just doing a practical joke, just try to get you to fall on your face.
Understandably.
Such a good friend.
Such
Honestly,
a good
fucking. Honestly, my fox probably would have taken the chance to just eat the honey. Fucking.
Yeah, Gakacha actually definitely would at least just like, get a couple bites in of the honey and stuff like that. You do see, however, as you're walking by, yeah, Uzi, you're right next. I mean, not Uzi. Azumi, you're right next to there. Azumi, you walk by and see your classmate Akagita, like kind of like hiding inside of a barrel. Like you see like like the lid of a barrel like kind of move a little bit, and you see a head poke out, and you see it's Akagita. He has like a really big scarf one that covers like nearly up to his nose and everything. Green eyes, like medium length black hair, and like a green kind of jacket on. He's trying his best. You're actually surprised that he would be here, but he doesn't really do well with like socializing.
Izumi would wave to him.
He avoids eye contact. He's like, "Hi."
Surprised you came out to this.
Yubitsa said she would feel bad if I didn't come, so
No, that's sweet.
I guess. Kind of like retreats into the barrel a little bit. Yoshitomo and Sako are kind of scary, though.
A little.
And Gabriela, too. She still has some dried blood on her knuckles from beating somebody up earlier.
I'm pretending not to notice that.
I'll try that too, I guess. Yeah, he just kind of he says, "I'm just gonna hang out here for now," and he just retreats into the barrel and just kind of rolls away.
I wonder if he's gonna
Love
do
that.
that as a ninja too.
Seems like a very effective stealth strategy.
Are
You
you
remember the desert rolling barrel?
The barrel
normal.
roll.
barrel? But yeah, is anybody going
Barrel in the swamp.
Mhm. I was gonna kind of just let you guys decide who you wanted to like talk to and everything over here and stuff. Yubits is setting up the games and everything?
Izumi would probably want to go help Yubita.
Okay. Cool.
I'm curious why there's a villager here. I'm gonna approach the villager.
There's a villager here?
Yeah. She's just a
Oh my
villager
God,
down
there
there.
is! God damn!
All of the interesting people.
Yeah,
Let's go after
everybody's eyeing eyeing that, like, just a regular, like, adult man is here. Yeah. So I'll handle that first. Gabriela, you walk up, or is Uzi walking up to anybody? I'll organize it based upon who you're walking.
I don't know. This person on the roof seems pretty interesting.
Okay, cool. I'll do Gabriela's thing first. So Gabriela, you walk up, you see just a regular old villager talking to your classmate Ikatai Dose. I also meant to say you guys can kind of decide based upon your interactions, like what you think of them, whether you guys would have been friends in the academy, but you at least know them. Ikatai, you hear her talking to him, and the villager's like, "So, I put in 500 Rio," and then Ikatai interrupts him. She's fairly short, actually a little bit shorter than you, Gabriela. She has on like a black sort of like I don't really know how to describe it, like kind of like a martial artist sort of vest, like that sort of style, and like a red hoodie on under that, and she has red highlights at the end of her black hair that like falls down to her shoulders, and she's like, "Yeah, you put in 500 Rio, and then you get other people to put in 500 Rio, and eventually that becomes, let's just say, 1,000 Rio. So I take 500, and then you get 500 back. So you make 500 Rio." And he's like,
Oh my God!
"Yeah, that makes sense, I guess. So I just have to get other people to sign up. That's all you have to do, and then you make 500 Rio. All you have to do is put in 500." It's like, yeah, okay, that cool. Yeah, I'll tell all my friends about it. Yeah, be sure you do. Also, I'm selling hats if you want one. I'll give it a discount. I'll give you this hat for it is a designer hat. You can see right here. I'll give it to you for about 45 Rio. That's about half off. Man, you're just offering all the deals today. I sure am. And Igatai looks at you. Oh, hey, yeah.
She's going to smile and watch in awe.
Oh no!
Person that knows how to swindle people without violence is an interesting approach.
The villager kind of just didn't see you walking up and screams like a little girl when he sees the giant 3-foot tall spider. And then when he sees you, he screams again. And he's like,
followed by beady eyes in the hair.
Yeah, no, Sky just pokes her head, like separates your hair and like pokes her head out and everything. And he's like, "You're not getting any of my money." And he just kind of like walks off. Hey, Gabriela, what's going on?
No, they're definitely friends.
Not much. So, what was all that about this time?
Oh, nothing, just a business venture. I gotta make sure your income other than being a shinobi, obviously.
All right. So, did you pass or fail this year?
What do you think? And she kind of like just flashes her headband.
Yeah, they didn't like me. I don't know why, but they didn't like me.
Sorry, I thought I had. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to pull up Ikatai's stuff. But yeah, no, she looks surprised at that. Kind of like not really surprised. You can see she kind of half expected something like this. So she's like by far the least shocked about this news, and she's like, "Well, I mean, yeah, I kind of get it. You're a little bit rough around the edges, but I mean, either way, you know, who's to say that they were going to let us pass anyway? I probably just passed by chance. I mean, the way the system works, I mean, it really could just go any sort of way. Also, you're not wearing your tinfoil hat. What are you doing? Are you gonna let them dictate your brain waves like this? Look at the fire right there. They can control you just from the heat sensations near your skin. I read it in an article.
Oh God.
You're right. You're right. I forgot it at home. Some person punched it off my face, and then I lost it in the crowd.
That's why you have to have backup aluminum foil. I told you this. She takes out a sheet from her pocket, and you see she has pounds of this shit like in her like vest and like in her like in her pants and everything, her like her baggy like pants and stuff. I meant to say you also do see there's like aluminum foil like it's looking like it's like decorative and everything, but it's like braided and tied into like various parts in her hair and stuff. She hands you some aluminum foil.
Can you help me put it into my hair like yours?
Yeah, sure. So,
Yay.
while she's braiding it in there, she said, at least, can you try to tell your spiders to, like, stay away from my fingers? It's making it hard to braid it in.
Oh, okay. She's going to grab Sky and place it onto Gabaru's head.
Gabiru is just kind of like Sanji from One Piece, just swooning. But yeah, Uzi, you walk up to just a wooden shed off to the side, and you see your classmate Jobu Tenarashi. He's from the Tenarashi clan, is the like partners of the police clan, essentially. The Konjiki and the Tenarashi make up the police force, and the Tenarashi are known for they have wings. That's their Keka Genkai, essentially. He has like a little bit longer than shoulder length. He has like long like navy bluish sort of hair, dark blue eyes. He has on just like not a hoodie, but kind of like a long sleeve shirt with just like bandages around like the wrists and everything, martial artist style. And he's just kind of reading a book as he's sitting on top of the shed. Oh, hey. Hey, Uzi, what's up?
Hi, Jobu. What are you doing up there?
I don't know. It feels a little bit. I meant to say, Jobu is insanely claustrophobic, as he just kind of like ruffles his wings a little bit, and he's just like, it's a little bit crowded down there, I guess. Also, he just eyes Yoshitomo.
Yeah, no, I get that second part. Do you mind if I come up?
Yeah, sure. He holds down one of his like massive wings. His wings are like way bigger than what the usual Tenarashi are at his age and everything. He just like lowers a wing to like pull you up.
Is it like an escalator?
Yeah, he almost just used it as an escalator. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, okay. I'm just gonna use the escalator then.
Mm-hmm. You see that he's just kind of just writing in a journal and everything. I don't know how well you would have known Jobu or like try to be friends with him, but he likes reading and like writing and stuff like that.
I feel like this is a person that Uzi would have at least tried to become somewhat close with.
Mm-hmm.
Whether he succeeded or not, that's up for question.
I mean, he's generally friendly. He's definitely a little bit timid, but not like Akagita, where he's like allergic to social interaction.
Yeah, the barrel guy.
Yeah.
Akagita.
So
how did the exam go then?
It went all right, I guess. I don't know. You see, maybe an insight check real quick. Sorry, I know I'm making a lot of sense.
No, that's fine. I realize I'm just spec'd a bit wrong for this. I take it back. I'm going to.
God damn, that's two nat 20s.
That's the no. Not even that. That's the second insight check that I'm nat 20.
Yeah. So I'll just say I'm not gonna make you roll any insight checks for the rest of the session. You have unlocked some sort of like deep emotional intelligence to be able to just discern people. Like it's like Sherlock.
I have learned how to mind read.
Yeah, it's like Sherlock Holmes, where it's like it's not even deductive reasoning anymore. You just have the ability to just know.
It's quite elementary, Jobu.
So Jobu clearly is like hiding something about the exam, and he almost looks extremely like dissatisfied with himself, like disheartened.
You failed the exam? You seem a bit down.
No, I passed, but I mean, he looks at you and sees like you completely are just like reading him like a book. He's fairly intelligent. He's just like, don't look at me like that. And whenever you do that, you turn into some sort of thing from a detective novel. Uh, my dad, my dad, he's the he's the head of the police force and everything, and he wants me to follow in his footsteps. So he kind of just rigged the exam for me to pass.
All
I didn't
right.
even need to do anything, but I think he did that not just because I'm his son. I think that, well, I know that he thinks that I'm a failure. I just, I don't know. I guess I wanted to fail for myself, if that makes sense. I
I
knew I
get
was going to fail,
that.
but, it kind of sucks not being able to at least do it myself.
I don't. I don't think you would have failed. I
You're,
think you would have done pretty well.
you're just saying that, man. Like, I scored, like, nearly the last on, like, every single, like, test.
That's very different. I've been scoring pretty high most of the exams. I'm trying not to be a bit humble here, but I failed the exam.
Holy shit, man. Are you serious? What
Yeah.
happened?
Well, I could go into the whole spiel of it, but it's complicated.
Yeah, I get it. I just,
Family business as well, just in the opposite direction.
yeah. I don't know. I guess it's kind of tough. He kind of looks at
So
you and
good.
says, he looks at you and says, "Well, I brought some he all right, wait. I'm trying to make sure my audio wasn't tripping. All right, yeah, he looks at you and he's like, I mean, I brought some shit, I don't know anything about tea. He named some like very obscure a very obscure and old and ancient tea, and he's like, I brought some tea leaves if you wanted some. I didn't think anybody would want some because it's a party, and Yubita made fun of me when I said I was gonna make some tea for everybody.
That's just her being a bit eccentric, you could say. I would love to try the tea.
He kind of perks up at that and everything. And he says, "All right, well, I'll start making it then." Usually, it definitely cheered him up a lot and everything. You can tell he had been like pretty upset about that
Yeah,
or about the test and stuff. Um, you
that's why
hear,
you gotta be nice. You gotta not be nice to the people.
mhm.
How else are you gonna manipulate them in the long run?
um,
Spoken like a true politician.
You hear Yubitsa's voice in the background, and she's just like, as Jobu goes to start making tea, he's like, "What are you 50? Like, I found these little
Don't be
forks
mean.
the other day."
Don't be mean to him. I asked for tea.
All right. Uh, But yeah, does Izumi have any ideas? Yubitsa looks at you and Yubitsa kind of announced to everybody, "We'll start the game shortly. I have everything prepared." She pulls you off to the side, Izumi, and says, "I don't have anything prepared. Do you have any ideas?"
Fucking do it. Zumi's like anime sweat drop. Just like you made no plans for any game.
I just figured I would figure it out when it happened. I don't like to stress out about the little things.
Uh, well, I mean, did people bring their normal gear? We can do something like a tournament, like maybe not fighting, but like Something we did in the exam, like the kunai toss and whatnot.
So let me get this straight. For a party, you want to do classwork.
You say like throwing kunai isn't fun.
Look, I'm just saying, I don't think I've ever been to any party where people threw kunai for an
Have you
activity.
ever been to a party where people are supposed to be ninjas?
What what kind of question is that? Like, this is a party. This isn't ninja stuff. We're gonna forget all about school stuff. I'm tired of thinking about school. Okay, so we're gonna need something fun. Just think about like, what do you do when you set up for parties when at your maid job?
Uh, those are like very. Those are like boring people come in and talk to each other about a lot of boring stuff. They're not like, hi, if anyone here would know, it'd be Gabrilla.
You want me to ask Gabriela for party activities? I'm sorry, I don't feel like I don't even know what that would turn into. It would be some sort of mixture of fighting and webs and more fighting.
You should have like. They're just very flabbergasted about
You're being
the
very you're being
situation.
very unreliable and unprepared right now, Azumi. I'm just gonna say.
I, d- I don't know what you want me to do.
You got to do better next time, okay? She just pats you on the shoulder and says, "Chin up."
Zuby's lost for words. She doesn't know how to react with this. But I very much feel like this is the entirety of their relationship.
Yeah. You see walking up, kind of overhearing you guys' conversation and everything. You see Damn, my English just like glitched out for a second. Kikunara walks up and she's like one of the tallest people in the class. She's around like she's around like 5'8" to 5'10", that sort of height. Um, she has on a really expensive looking dress, and she has kind of like they're all made out of wood and like painted, but you see around the shinobi belt that's around her waist. You see it's kind of like you know those like accessories you can attach to like your phone and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has a nearly uncountable number of accessories already in like her headband bedazzled and everything, and like what's called like wooden charms and stuff like that all over her belt and everything, and then at the bottom of like the frill of the skirt and everything stuff, uh,
Beautiful.
and just long straightened black hair. And she walks up and she's like, "Well, if you guys need party activities, I go to parties like all the time, so I can totes help you."
That would be appreciative.
Also, Azumi, did you just say ask Gabriela for party activities?
But she's like the wildest one here. I don't know what she does.
Yeah,
Well,
Wild isn't getting
aside of
eaten alive by an animal in the night.
fighting. Well, I'm sure she does more than just fighting.
What is Gabriela doing right now? As we pan over to Gabriela, yeah.
Gorilla is because she's humming to herself as her hair gets done.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's getting her hair fucking braided.
Braided with
Or
aluminum foil.
tinfoil.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, I've been saying aluminum foil. I meant tinfoil.
Yeah.
She's just humming of joy. So she's in a happy mood, non-aggressive, passive mood, a very rare state of her at this current moment because her hair is getting done by this specific person.
Yeah. Everybody, it's just silence for a second, and then the Kikundara is like, "Well, I guess I stand corrected. I didn't mean to cap, but I mean, okay. Either way, that's not a common occurrence, and that's only going to last for a little bit." So she starts coming up with like game activities and stuff. Um, but right before you guys are about to announce the games and everything, you see two people walk up.
Oh.
I gotta move one dude's thing up because his nameplate is a little bit long. You see your classmate walk up. Not all of your classmates showed up today for like various reasons and stuff, but it's a good amount of your classmates that were here for this bonfire. You see one of your classmates walk up. His name is Luminaire Chokomadu Era Daifuku Chandelier. He has a like kimono on with like a or like some white robes with a like a purple and white like kimono on over top of that, and he has just like a bow and arrow like around his back and everything, and just some short like black spiky hair and red eyes as he walks up. And sorry, somebody's calling me. Give me 1 second.
Perfect timing. Welcome back. Yeah.
But yeah, you guys see Luminaire walks up. You also see a person behind him, a fairly tall kid around you guys' age. Pale, nearly white, like completely like white skin, like marble white. Gray hair, or gray short hair, and kind of like almost an Adidas jacket, like tracksuit on, and a big ass 3-bladed scythe on his back of the Joshin cult. He
no.
You see Luminaire walk up and says, "Hey guys, sorry I'm late."
Oh, hey, Lumi.
He just gives you a nod and he says, "Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Guys, this is Fuchimaro. He's going to be in the academy next year, so he's pretty cool. So I thought I would bring him by to just say what's up and everything. I didn't know if it was cool if I could bring somebody else outside of the party and stuff, or outside of the class." Yuba says, "Yeah." Yuba says she's fine with it. As
yeah.
Fuchimaro just kind of looks at you guys and doesn't like introduce himself. He just kind of like does a slight nod to like acknowledge that like he knows that you're here.
I'm gonna wave at him from the roof.
Just to be clear, we never met them before, right?
No, Fuchimaro's new, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You do, however, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't. Sorry, go ahead.
Gabby's going to see a new person. Like, I must know how strong they are.
Oh no.
Make me a maybe a let me see. What sort of check do you think would? I would probably say either like. I have to look at the list of skills and everything.
I would argue survival, chakra control, or insight.
Yeah, I'll let you use any one of those: survival, chakra control, or insight to see how strong he is just off of a glance.
I'll do chakra control.
Holy shit! What is going on?
Let's go!
Fucking Christ, you people! Net 20s.
You get a will of fire.
Gabriella,
You get a will of fire.
yeah,
Everybody gets a will of
Gabriella,
fire.
enjoy an extra
Everybody's
will of
starting.
fire.
Everybody's starting combat today. Is going to start combat today with the will of fire at this point.
Just so you know, I already had a will of fire this entire time.
Yeah.
So the
Okay,
fact,
I forgot.
so
You
I
have
got
up to
another
3.
one.
I don't know how that works.
You have 3 wills of fire.
You can have 3 wills of fire, yeah. Right at once, yeah. But you have 2 right now. So you're looking at Fuchimaro. I'll just say this right off the bat. He definitely looks fairly like competent and strong and everything. But as you're looking at him, kind of like an animalistic sort of sense of you just being in the wild so much and seeing different types of creatures, there's a sense you get when something or someone is suppressing something, or like suppressing some sort of like innate reserve of strength. He stands like fairly confidently and everything, and like isn't like nervous at all and stuff. So you can definitely tell he's very physically strong just by looking at the way he's like is like he stands and his like musculature and stuff. But you kind of like peer deeper just off of like getting some sort of like really interesting aura off of this dude. And what did you use for this? Was it chakra control?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. With this, you kind of like feel your chakra connect with something. Azumi, I'll say you actually feel this sensation too, but you don't really. It's like in your subconscious. You don't really notice it. Um, the, before you know it, Gabriela, the hair on your body is like standing on end, and you kind of almost like a slow like panic attack sort of situation. Just notice like pins and needles and like just a numbness start to like wash over you as you start to like try to get a sense of how strong this dude is. You sense something inside of him in a sense that feels different from him, but still feels like it's his chakra, if that makes sense. But make me a wisdom save real quick, actually.
He seems very strong. Damn, no, not
Do I
20.
enter an animalistic rage and attack him? Is the question.
No, you are immediately kind of like in a cold sweat almost, not like in like a running away sort of fright, but it's almost the sense that you get like if you were to think about like when you gaze out into space or like the ocean and you try to like kind of like wrap your head around how vast and infinite the like expanse is and everything, and you kind of just get overwhelmed just from like not being able to like understand that like just the vastness of it. You get that sort of sense that makes you kind of like your hair stand on and give you a cold sweat a little bit. Azumi, you definitely notice you're sweating, but you just don't know why. uh and you just feel it like it's like almost locked away, like it's a very tight lock you feel. Like he's like restraining this and everything, but you can kind of just feel it brimming underneath the surface. Like he definitely is like actively, restraining that. He meets your eyes and says, "Is everything okay?"
Who says that?
Fujimaru. He's like, "Is it the scythe?"
They say that to me, correct?
Yeah, he kind of just yells over, across the field. Yeah.
You noticed I noticed something. Ooh. Uh,
Yeah, he just looks at you quizzically.
she's going to. Last time she felt this much fear is when she met Kyra for the first time. And let's say because it's more of a instinct feeling that she's feeling. Her
Yeah.
base nature is going to very much kick in. And she's going to like begin approaching him with a low growl coming off of her.
Yeah, you everybody just kind of is like very silent as you're doing this. Luminaire just kind of backs up, and Yubita immediately, she doesn't like confrontation whatsoever, so she just kind of like uh pretends to like be very interested in looking at like the list of games and everything, just ignoring it. Luminaire kind of backs up a little bit as you walk up to Fujimaru like face to face, and he just has like a blank face as he's looking at you.
Uh, I pointed out to the other two. The only person that's able to successfully calm her down is Ikite. She just has a special effect on
Yeah,
Gabriella.
yeah, Igatai.
So, but she will like. How big is the fire?
It's a fairly big fire, like bonfire. It's like around like probably it's like 10 feet tall, like maybe like 5 feet wide.
Uh, would it hurt her if she ran through the fire?
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
it's not like you're standing in it, so it's not like I wouldn't give you like a rank of burn or anything like that. It would just hurt a little bit. I won't count it against like any like future combat things though, but you can just do that for RP, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so she'll bolt through the fire, and I'm assuming you would move to the side.
Yeah, they Yubuta fully ducks out of the way and everything.
Okay. So she'll stop right in front of this mysterious person
Hmm.
and just says, "What are you hiding?"
He kind of looks at you. You see like a faint look of. I'll say with that with all these nat 20s today, I'm not even gonna do insight checks anymore. Um, he looks definitely behind that like blank face. You see a just like a note of surprise and everything. Um, he is about to answer you, but then he looks at Izumi and then he's like, "I was gonna ask her the same thing."
Does he say that loudly?
Not loudly. It's like a sort of thing where like almost it almost feels like the room like the area gets silent. As you're still experiencing that cold sweat, it hasn't gone away for you because it's just been like subconscious as you're starting to notice you're like sweating a little bit as you hear him say that.
What's
She's
his
gonna give him.
AC?
What'd you say?
I'm just asking what his AC is.
16.
Okay. She's going to. Oh, she's right in there just to fight. Because he's not weak, and she likes fighting strong people.
Mm-hmm.
But then she doesn't know what he has. So it's scary because. Oh. She's going to swing. Yeah, she's going to swing.
Okay.
She's going to
You
do a
don't.
gut punch. See if he falls to his knees.
Yeah, you don't have to. You don't have to roll to hit. You see, he doesn't dodge or anything. Um, he's just kind of making eye contact. You notice. I don't know how Gabriel would feel about it, but as you're sizing him up, you see now he has his attention is like shifted over to Izumi. And as you punch him, you see he glances at your fist, but doesn't dodge. As your fist lands into his gut, and you see he coughs up some like some spit a little bit and everything. Kind of wobbles on his legs, but he's not. Are you going like full power punch?
Yeah, I'm doing a full blown punch.
Oh yeah, that he falls to his knees and everything. He's wheezing a little bit. Not like he could clearly still fight and everything. But that very clearly hurt. He didn't dodge at all, or like he didn't even tense up his stomach in like defense and stuff. Uh, he just kind of just spits on the ground a little bit and stands up and says, "Got that out."
Uh, Maybe for everyone, he might look like. Would it seem like he was faking to Gabriella?
What for? In what sense?
Like, sometimes when Gabriella gets punched by someone weaker than her, she'll pretend that it hurts.
Oh no, it hurt.
Like, it generally hurt him?
Yeah.
Okay, so she's like, oh, you're not as strong as I thought you were then. And walk back to Ikate.
I mean, you still sense that hidden reserve of strength. It's just like he just isn't acting right now. Like you just punch
Yeah,
you just
no,
punch
she's
him. Yeah.
aware. She's just like she's
Mm-hmm.
aware that he's clearly holding back.
Mm-hmm.
So she's walking away and pissed off, but she's trying to go to her like her comfort person before she does anything she'll regret.
Yeah.
And this time she'll walk around the fire.
Mm-hmm. He just kind of brushes himself off, and Luminar kind of walks up to you, Gabby, and is like, "Gabby, I assume you guys actually would probably be like pretty good friends because he likes hunting and like archery a lot, so he definitely would have went hunting with you if he saw you in the wilderness." He walks up and he's like, "Hey, look, I know you you know you're all punchy and stuff, but I mean you just met the guy, you know." Fujimaru's cool. You don't have to worry about it. I just want to know what that outburst was about, you know?
He's hiding something, and it's not good, and I don't like it one bit.
Well, duh. He's a part of the Joshine cult. Those guys. I mean, I only know what they say, so I try not to make any assumptions. But Fujimaru's cool.
Alright, I won't punch him again without a reason this time.
Yoshitomo, who was kind of just like sitting on top of a tree observing this, speaks up and he speaks to Fujimaru and he's like, "You're just gonna let her do that?" And Fujimaru just kind of looks up at him and he's like, I didn't allot any time for it." Or basically what he's saying, like, I didn't cut out any time for a fight. But you don't really know what that means specifically.
Yeah.
He does walk up. You guys will be fairly familiar with what the Joshin cult is. There is a Joshin cultist temple in the village that Motani knows the Joshin cult, so he's assured that they don't like kill people in the village or anything like that. So it's not that sort of situation where you just have a death cult in the village, but they are obviously still a death cult. They just don't kill people in the village.
Alright.
I guess don't kill our people. We don't care.
Yeah. He does.
As long as they're killing the other people.
Yeah.
Yeah, they helped out. To explain just a real quick thing, the Joshin cult did help out. Or this isn't just the global Joshin cult. This is just one, but this Joshin cult helped out the Leaf Village a lot during the war, and they were really valuable as soldiers since they have the whole thing where they can't die.
Yeah.
So he walks up to you, Izumi, and he's like, he's kind of like just like sizing you up right now, and he's just like, You almost feel like a familial sort of bond with this person, if that makes sense. Like it's like something intrinsic, if that makes sense. Like you're like kind of like on the same wavelength.
Yeah, Zumi's more looking at him just curious more than anything else.
Mm-hmm. Can you make me a wisdom save real quick?
Yeah.
I know I'm doing a lot of rolls outside of this, but it is some interesting stuff that's going on.
Yeah, no, it's all good. I have a lot of +6s, I'm now realizing.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're just gonna roll well.
As he's sizing you up, you get this like burning sensation in your stomach that hasn't happened since yesterday actually. So it's not even that like it was a long time, but it seemed like it had calmed down until now. The closer he gets has gotten to you. He's about like 5-ish feet away, 5 to 6 feet away. He you feel this like burning sensation in your stomach start to increase as he gets closer, and you just get this creeping sense as like the world kind of like goes silent for a second as you guys are making eye contact, and you just know something intrinsically inside of you is telling you he wants to kill you. And I don't know how that whatever emotions Izumi would feel at that are like kind of like doubled or like heightened at this moment.
Caution would be the biggest thing.
Yeah, you just notice as he is like walking closer and stuff like that, you are kind of like reflexively just like backing up and everything, and Kakashi is like looking at you and then looking at him like confused.
Can I help you?
I don't know. I just feel like I've seen you at some point. Sorry, I'm not trying to disturb you. You can. He takes out a handkerchief and he's like, "Here, you're sweating bullets."
Almost realizing it again, she's just like, thank you.
He just kind of nods and goes to sit down and says, "Well, I feel like I've kind of spoiled the party, I guess. I could just leave if you guys want me to. I just wanted to say what's up." Everybody's just kind of silent. You can tell like nobody really knows what to say in this scenario.
I'm waiting for my tea.
Oh yeah, I meant to say that. When Gabriela ran by, Jobu is currently in tears as he's lamenting about his collector tea leaves that he ordered are now on the ground from Gabriela dashing through the fire.
I mean, saying that, who's just gonna go and comfort him?
After a moment of just trying to gather her thoughts, she'll just gonna wipe off the sweat and shake her head. No, it should be fine. You weren't the only one to cause it.
He just kind of nods and sits down, and he says, "Well, don't people usually like do stuff at parties?" And Kukinora kind of takes that cue to speak up. She's like, "Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Okay, so we're gonna start in about the skosh, but I think that it would be really fun if we just played a game of what is it called? If you see Ikatai speaks up, who had kind of like just been chipping in with the party stuff while Gabriela went to go punch Fujimaru. He's like, poker. I think poker would be fun. You see both. Yeah, sorry, what?
I'm gonna cheat so hard at this.
Yeah, you see Luminaire and Ikatai both start rubbing their hands.
I'm gonna join in on this.
Okay, cool.
I think I'll just watch.
She's going to smirk and be like, yes, poker, without knowing what it is or how to play it.
That's the strat.
Yeah, I definitely feel like Izumi would know what poker is just because she helps maintain whatever parties that she goes to.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I'd rather not let my mom hear about that.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's opting to just watch.
You feel like your shoulder like starts. It almost feels like some water is dripping on it, and you look off on your shoulder after you like decline to play. Kakacha, you see, is very upset at that, and kind of like nudges you off of your seat from where you were sitting to go sit in your seat, and he puts his paws on the table and says, "Put him up."
Where did you hear that?
He gives you a wink.
Yeah, she's just gonna cheer on her fox then.
But yeah, no, the water that's on your shoulder, I meant to say. You look over and you see Yoshitomo's frog summon, toad summon, a tiny toad named Gazpacho. He's like kind of like a mustard green sort of colored frog, very old, like very wrinkly, and has a walking staff. And he gives you a pat on the head and says, "That's the spirit, old sport. You kids shouldn't be gambling anyways."
When did you get here?
When did I not get here is the question.
Fair enough. Just
No.
kind of like tilts her head. Just unsure how to react.
In the grand cosmic scale of the universe, since the beginning of creation, eons ago, what is the difference between me getting here now and me getting here then? After all, if I'm going there, then it's already set to happen. But
just a very puzzled look,
yeah.
just looking at him.
He just gives you a prune. He gives you a prune to calm you down.
The fuck is a prune?
You know, like I mean, I don't know. It's a fruit that people use for like prune juice.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I don't know if it's called just a
would
prune, but yeah.
it.
Yeah, Jobu speaks up and says he wants one too, and then Yubasa just kind of whispers under her breath. It's like, he's so fucking old. But yeah, so I'm gonna need deception checks from everybody participating in this poker game.
Do I roll for the fox, or are you rolling for the fox?
You can roll for the fox, yeah.
All right, let me pull up the deception.
What's my... Oh, right, my deception is amazing. That is definitely not a bluff.
Should I go down the list of everybody?
It's not a nat, but that's a good 20.
Hmm?
It's not a nat 20, but close enough.
Okay. What was your... Let me think. Gabby, I think you have like you have like some sort of deficit to deception checks, if I'm not mistaken.
God damn, she fucking. I just checked and they have a +5 deception. What the fuck?
Yeah, foxes are very very cunning, yeah.
Fair enough.
Gabriela, are you here?
That's one cunning fox.
So let me see. That's
Wait, what money is the fox entering in with?
actually, yeah, that is a good point. How much would you guys be putting in?
I'm gonna say the fox swiped 25 Rio for me.
Yeah, you just see
I
he
guess
didn't
we're
even,
playing for 25 Rio.
yeah, he didn't even ask you, Azumi. You just see the 25 Rio appear on the table. But yeah, so let me see. That's a
God
20.
damn it, I realized I should have put my puppet up to this as well. Played with 2 bodies
That's hilarious.
instead of 1.
Let me see. So Uzi, you got a 20. Gakacha got a 20, and then Gabby got a 10. Let me see. How many people are participating? I'll just roll 4 d20s because I don't feel like looking up each of their sheets for the deception bonus.
Understandably.
1, 2.
Please let us win. Let the fox win.
1, 2.
Let the fox win. That would be hilarious.
Zako kind of walks up, kind of like, let me see. He definitely would have tried to like boot somebody out of their seat because he doesn't want to sit next to. Yeah, he makes Luminaire kind of like scoot down a little bit because he doesn't want to sit next to Gabiru. But you see, he tries to like just size up Fujimaru as he's walking by him and like bump his shoulder, and Fujimaru just looks at him with a blank stare, and Zako sweats and walks away as he joins in. So let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I don't like my odds anymore.
Wow, they are awful.
These are some insane rolls. So Jobu gets a 2, Zako gets a 10. Luminaire and Ikatai are going to be their own special rolls, but Fujimaru gets a 15. Yubata gets a nat 1. That's crazy. And then
I believe that.
and then Kukanara gets a 8. So it's for a multitude of reasons, but actually let me roll Ikatai and
And chandeliers.
Look,
Yeah.
they're not. Look, they're less side characters. Okay, that's why.
What the fuck?
Now the reason I roll 40-20 is because they roll with advantage. However, I'll just RP that they get caught either way because of these godly insight checks. Luminary Ikatai immediately try to cheat, but Uzi, being as smart as you are, you immediately are able to like point it out. I don't know if you say anything out loud.
Yeah, the important part is like if I see him cheating, is he gonna beat me? Is the important question.
No, as soon as they notice, because they're used to playing poker, they notice when someone knows they're cheating, so they get nervous, and Ikatai gets distracted trying to make sure the tinfoil stays in Gabriela's hair. So they fail. I think the only ones that succeed is it's a death match between you and Kakacha. You and Kakacha are the 2 people that are left on the table. Go ahead and roll another deception check for Kakacha, and then you, Uzi.
Yeah.
The fucking fox. Let's go.
Stare off.
Yeah, you guys are the only ones left at the table, and they just
Slightly better. Let the fox win. Let the fox win.
You know what?
Please, fox, roll well.
One of my wills of fire. +5 advantage. I like advantage more.
Yeah.
Damn. +5 should have been it. Damn.
Yeah,
Oh,
you would have
well.
actually won then.
Yeah, so how I don't know. However, poker works, you win, and
like if we're gonna do that, I definitely stole cards. I stole cards using my chakra threads. That's how I'm flavoring it.
yeah, it's just it becomes a like back and forth battle of like god level cheating. Like you see Kakashi is like winking to various people in the crowd. You see Luminaire and Ikatai both joined in after they lost to try to help Kakashi win. So they could get a share of the winnings. They're like trying to like walk behind you, but you're able to like shield your cards with your chakra threads before they can see. This battle goes on for like 15 minutes of just back to back cheating. But eventually you guys eventually you win, Uzi. Gaspacho is kind of like lecturing you from Azumi's shoulder. But I'll say you make, let me see.
Well, if 25 was the base bet that was put in,
And there was 5, 6, 7, 8.
100, 120,
Damn,
50,
did I just earn
70,
200 Rio?
75.
Yeah, see, this is why like I try to stick that to RP. I was just gonna roll and give you some money.
I
give,
think, yeah. I think
I would like
fair.
I would like to give some money
Ooh,
to Jabu.
actually, do whatever you roll and then add the 25 from me.
Yeah, so I'll do a D20 plus 25. Yeah.
I want to give some money to Jabu. I feel bad for his tea.
You get 41 Rio.
Let's go!
But yeah, so it's just kind of like just the rest of the time. You see Yoshitomo is kind of like just Akagiya eventually rolls up in his barrel and is kind of just off to the side. He's not like participating in the conversation, but he, this is progress for
He's
him.
there.
Yeah, this is progress for him. He's at least within the general vicinity. But yeah, so Yoshitomo kind of just
like, where did you learn this?
Didn't learn well enough. I'm just gonna rake in the Rio and just look very smug.
Gakacha is livid. He has steam rising coming from his nostrils and his ears as he's just shouting out like profanities that he's memorized and everything. He's like shit, bitch, shit, fuck, shit, bitch, fuck. But yeah, so the party goes on. It's like like fun games like like Twister, like some other stuff and everything. And eventually you guys are all just sitting by the fire and stuff.
Yeah. No one wanted to play poker again, huh?
No, nobody wants to play anymore. Nobody wants to gamble anymore. And this is including the gambling addict. Luminaire is a gambling addict, and he doesn't want to do it anymore.
That's fair. Like if we're sitting by the campfire, I'm gonna have seal to release.
Oh yeah, you're gonna use the fireworks?
Oh, I'm gonna use fireworks seal.
Yeah.
How far are we outside the village? Just to ask.
I'm just gonna
10-minute walk.
I'm gonna try and do it like non-conspicuously, but just like walking off to the side where I planted the seal and just like get it ready.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure that I didn't fuck it up and someone's getting a firework in their face. Gotta be very careful with this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, after that, I'm just gonna be like, I'm just gonna wait for everyone to like, I'm assuming they're just going to be like slowly gathering around the campfire.
Yeah, everybody's just looking at you as you kind of like, I guess you'd be like making an announcement and everything.
It would be really fun to scare everyone, but yeah. I'm just gonna like clap my hands twice and just go. All right, I have an announcement, everyone. I prepared something special for this day, seeing as, well, it's a celebration of most of us here, excluding, well, me.
Yeah, because you failed. Zako speaks up. He's like, yeah, because all three of you failed.
Correct, Zako. However, I would still kick your ass. Anyway.
Yeah.
I'm just before he can talk any more shit. I'm just gonna be like, anyway. I prepared a little something for this day to celebrate all of us here. I'm gonna get down on my knee and activate the seal. I would assume it's like a few seconds, like grace period, you could say, so I could walk next to the people, so I could walk next to the campfire, just so everyone can watch.
Yeah.
And hope
Yeah, I mean,
it's not a dud.
I hope someone here has a fear of sudden explosions.
you do
I would
see...
not be surprised if Akagita was.
Akagita is like half interested, so he has his head peeked out the barrel. He's had his head out of the barrel for a good minute now, but he kind of
Good
lowers
progress.
a little bit, just a little bit cautious.
Let's release it.
Yeah, you shoot off the fireworks and everything, and everybody's just kind of like in awe. And like, Yubis is like, Woozy, did you like make this yourself or something? I've never seen this before.
Yeah, I made it during the period between now and the fight that happened in the slums.
Cool.
Due to
Yeah,
someone.
Kakasha.
I thought it would.
Yeah, sorry, what?
I thought it would be a nice surprise for everyone here.
Yeah, everybody's like enjoying the fireworks show. I will say with that nat 20 insight you've just been having this entire interaction, you do notice Yoshitomo, who's kind of like just been off by himself sitting in a tree. You see he's trying to like make sure nobody notices and acting like he just like took a nap and like dozed off to sleep. But you're kind of able to notice that he has his like eyes like squeezed shut and his ears like over his hands over his ears just a little bit, like in a like inconspicuous way.
It's like so his eyes are completely closed.
Yeah, he's like, it's like almost like he's like forcing his eyes shut, like he's like trying his best to like keep his eyes closed and stuff.
Okay.
Oh, I have a hilarious joke if I knew.
I mean, would you be actually? I'm gonna say you guys all can like if you want to notice something, you do at this point. Just so you can, however Uzumi would react to that. Yeah.
Izumi wanting a tiny bit of payback
Oh
would
no.
cast Genjutsu subtly of command to open.
What make him open his eyes?
Yes.
Yeah. As you do that, you see he looks at the fireworks and you see legitimate fright in his eyes. Not like fright, oh, I just saw a spider. I mean like fright as in like life-threatening levels of like fear, that sort of thing. Or like not life-threatening levels. I mean like fear to the point where like he's reacting as if somebody's like trying to kill him or something.
Oh. As Izumi sees specifically the fear, doesn't matter, it's fear, she would release the Genjutsu just like, oh, now I feel bad.
Yeah, you see everybody kind of takes note as he's like nearly hyperventilating and everything, is like breathing very heavily. And he's just you see he looks at you and he just kind of like glares and looks kind of embarrassed and just walks off.
I mean, if he's just going to walk off and like, if it's a 10-minute walk, there's probably like some jungle around here. I want to make sure it doesn't get hurt, and going alone is not a good idea.
It was specifically said it was like a 2-minute walk.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I said 10 minutes.
10 minutes, yeah.
Oh, I heard 2 minutes. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't want to be alone. That's how people get kidnapped.
Yeah, I mean, Gazpacho does like go to hop on the shoulder and everything as he goes, like, and he's like, you can really see he's like comforting Yoshitomo, who, if you like start going after him, you notice there's kind of like some like tear stains on the ground and everything as you're walking up, and you see he's kind of like holding the arm, like the scarred part of his arm a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a roll
shit.
for my character real quick. Yeah, feeling.
Is this a guild check?
Yeah, she's gonna just like quickly tell her, I'll be right back, and she's gonna also
Yeah.
just jog after, just more wanting to apologize than anything else.
Yeah, he as you walk up, you hear him kind of like this like restrained sniffling a little bit. Um, as he sees you guys walk him, he's like, he wipes his eyes and everything, and kind of like straightens himself out, and he's like, "The fuck do you guys want? I'm just going home. Make a big deal out of it. It's just
Uh,
it's allergies and stuff. All right."
Um, I gotta apologize. I didn't know. I'm real sorry.
No what?
Come on. You're you're not the best at hiding it. Like I can see it, and I'm very sorry.
Look, this isn't a fucking therapy session. I'm fine. All right. Like I said, it's we're in the woods. I have allergies. Okay, I'm allowed to have bodily functions.
I know you're already mad at me, and I understand why, but for what it's worth, I'll
What'd you say? You said for what it's worth. What?
yeah, she pauses, just trying to find the right word.
You can clearly see like you see some part of him recognizes that you are genuinely apologizing, but like there's like this like spiked like shell of like who he is as a person and everything. Just very on guard. As he kind of just speaks up and says, "Look, guys, you guys are acting like I got fucking stabbed or something. Okay, I had an allergy attack for a little bit. Just leave it alone. All right. After all, you should be the only
All
thing you
right.
should be sorry for. Actually, wait, I'm the one that should be sorry in the first place for having to be an Uchiha with you.
There's no reason to get hostile. All right.
Look, I'm just gonna say it. Like after all this time, like I don't even remember the last time you even tried to go to the Uchiha compound in the first place. So that's the thing you should be apologizing for. I mean, at this point, I feel like I know your dad better than you ever did. I know all his moves. In fact, I'm using his weapons right now. So that's the only thing you should apologize about. Maybe connect with your roots a little bit.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's
It's very much an outburst.
Holy shit.
I said,
yeah.
I don't want to yell into the mic, but he very much would have been like raising his voice at that. He's like very agitated right now still.
Yeah.
So
God damn.
Yeah, no, it's very clear to tell that she is just almost stunned silence, just hearing him say that.
All right. All right. Let's go back to the other Izumi.
Izumi will just silently nod.
after he sees that you didn't like actually like snap back at him at all and everything, like he was half expecting that, um, there's like some sort of like regret on his face, but he clearly once again just like shells up and just glares at you and just walks off. And Gaspacho kind of hops over. And he's like, "Don't pay attention to him, old sport. He's just he gets like that sometimes."
I I know. And it just things happen.
He
Are you all right, Izumi?
It would be very clear on her face that something more is bothering her, but she just tries to push it aside as she nods. Yeah, let's just head back.
it's not gonna be like a full like hug, but it's just gonna like put his arm around like the side, just like kind of like a side hug, just like trying to comfort her.
Yeah, she would very much accept it. Just staying silent.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna just while we're waiting for, I'll ask, Gabriel, are you here?
Did the dog jump over
Yes,
the
I'm
fence
here.
again? Oh,
Okay.
okay,
No.
cool.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna go. Before I switch to the next thing, you guys can RP amongst yourselves real quick. I'm just gonna go to the
Yeah.
bathroom real quick, and then we can switch over to the next thing.
All right. Yeah, I will say, as we would walk back, it would still very apparent that something was bothering her, and I will say, what he said about her father is something that no one in class really knows about.
No, but it sounded it sounded very harsh.
Oh, it absolutely was.
Yeah, like even if like I don't understand like the extent of it, it's still gonna be like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, I guess more specifically, the thing that would stand out apparent of she doesn't go as an Uchiha would
Yeah.
be, I guess, would be the biggest thing to jump out from that comment.
Yeah. It's a big revelation, but it's not like the biggest one at the moment, just because like it's not the right time to bring it up.
I wonder if Gabriel heard the whole conversation, because if so, she's going to be. You're not going to think. And say, what are you guys, related?
Bad timing.
What do you
I
mean bad
mean,
timing?
he was kind of he was not shouting, but
Yeah,
raising
everybody
his
heard it.
voice.
Everybody heard it. Like it's like a silent thing as you guys are walking up. Like it's the sort of situation where like nobody wants to say anything about it, but you can clearly tell everybody heard and like is just kind of looking off to the side and like actually
So
Zako.
Gabriel,
Yeah, sorry.
yeah. So Gabriel said, "What are you guys, related?" So she's going to break the silence. She's with pride, with pride in her voice, like like a dick.
Damn, what an asshole.
You do see Zako gets up and like runs after Yoshitomo though. But yeah, Gazpacho goes and you hear him just lecturing Yoshitomo off as they're walking away. But you get back to the campfire and Luminary kind of speaks up, kind of just wanting to like break the silence and everything, and says, "So, remember that poker game we just played?" Sorry, that wasn't a good one.
And fucking Izumi would just hug her fox, sit back down, just yeah, and I have to figure out where he learned all that.
Yeah,
Gabriel, go comfort her.
what is that?
She's going to whisper to Gabriel, "Go comfort her."
He gives like a militaristic like soldier nod, salutes you, and then goes over and tries to like do all of his like cutest routines and everything, like falling on his back and stuff like that.
So
sorry, go ahead.
yeah, I'm just curious how Izumi reacts.
That's a great question. Oh,
He's like
she would
brushing up against your
definitely
leg.
She would I will say the first few times of her being around the spider, definitely unsettled, not scared. So I feel like as trying to be cute and whatnot,
Hmm.
Izumi would very much appreciate it and just reach down to pet him as he does stuff.
As you're petting him, you see Gabiru's enjoying the pets a lot, but you see Gakacha gets immediately jealous and like pushes Gabiru away and like sits under your hand instead.
Yeah. Izumi would very much giggle at antics and just start petting petting Gabta, and then if Gabiru came over, would use your other hand to pet him.
Gabiru tries to get close to get some pets in, but Gakacha growls.
Just
Gabriella's going to feed Gabriel a piece of rat and give him head scratches and pets. And say, good attempt, buddy. You did great.
Gabiru tears the rat like apart, like as you hand it to him, and pretty much everybody except for Ikatai and Fuchimaro, and I'll probably say Luminaire because he hunts, throws up. So like Yubata, Kukunar, and Jobu like throw up when they see that. But yeah, so it kind of goes on for a little bit, just kind of like awkward silences and everything. People start like sparking up conversation again. Um, Yubata speaks up and says, "All right, well, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know about you guys' opinion, but I feel like this party has been a little bit of a dud. But I have a way to breathe some life back into this bitch. Okay, so I heard about there's this college party. For you guys know Izanami College. It's near like the land of grass and all that. They have a couple of students that came over here today, a part of this like caravan sort of thing because they're having a graduation ceremony. So they're having a party at Izanami Park, and I thought that we might be able to like sneak in. It's like a Halloween sort of deal. So haunted houses and all that.
uh what in isn't that a bad idea?
Well, I mean, it's not the first time somebody snuck into a college party. It's not like they're gonna. It's not like we're going to like drink or anything like that. We're just going to go see the haunted houses and the hay fields, the all the Halloween jazz.
Alright. I'm up for it.
Uh, we need some better moments than this.
Yeah. You see, Fuchimaro just kind of says, "Yeah, I'm down." And actually, I meant to say I forgot one thing. As you guys were sitting around the fire, kind of like it becoming a more of a serious conversation. Uh, Yoshitomo actually would have been here for this part too. Just a quick. I meant to let me
Yeah,
spin
no,
back.
it's all good. It's all good.
Let me spin back on this part. I forgot. They definitely would have. Sorry, wait, my switch to
Okay,
background.
so I gotta go. I gotta go eat some food. I have
Okay.
just been called down for dinner.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll give you a second.
I mean, if you just want to continue a bit with Gabriella and Izumi,
Okay.
I'm a bit
Yeah.
unsure on how long this is gonna take.
All right. Yeah, that's cool.
Yep.
Um, but let me just start the music back up. So this would have happened before that whole outburst happened. But you guys were sitting around the fire after the poker game, kind of laughing and everything. Yubitsa kind of speaks up and says, "Man, after we become Shinobi, sorry, I'm not trying to rub it in you guys' faces, but I'm just saying, like, things are gonna be a little bit different now. I don't know. I
Oh, yeah.
have you guys ever like I don't know killed anyone before?" My
No.
she Yubitsa looks at you and he's like, yeah, same. I don't know how. To be quite honest, I don't know if I could do it.
Gabriella will be like, well, I came close a few times, but one rule I was given by my mentor was not to kill, so I'd say no.
I mean, I guess my training, I'm more used to the idea, but not actual killing.
Jobu speaks up and kind of like being, you see, he was like, he was a little bit discouraged to talk about the subject for, not wanting to be like, he's kind of like a little bit like reserved and everything and kind of a little bit self-conscious. So he speaks up and he's like, yeah, I mean, I was going to say it, but I don't know. I don't know if I could. I mean, just having like someone's life in your hands is scary. Fujimaru kind of looks at you guys, and or like pretty much everybody looks at Fujimaru since he is a part of a death cult. And Fujimaru's like, I mean, I've never killed anybody. Well, I mean, I guess not technically, but I don't know. I've seen it happen plenty of times though, so I don't really. I guess it's just become part of the routine. It's not like I want it to happen though. Somebody made me do it, then I guess I'd have to. Or I'm going to be a shinobi after all at some point. But I don't know. I'll get there when I get there. Luminary definitely speaks up and is like, "Well, I mean, I've gone hunting with Gabriela plenty of times. I don't know if that counts, like animals and stuff." But
Zumi's gonna look to her fox, curious.
Kakashi looks at you and he like raises his shoulders like, what?
Now you can gamble. Well, have you bought?
He just kind of like waves you off with his paw and everything. Is like basically no is the answer.
Okay.
Let me think. Sorry, I have a whole bunch of stuff going on my end. So Yoshitomo definitely speaks up and is like, He definitely communicates something along the lines of, I don't know the exact words, but he definitely would have said something along the lines of like, he's not going to kill. And he basically just says that it's not something to glorify. When people die, that shit, it gets ugly, all right? I don't exactly want to contribute that to the world, so if I can, I'm not killing a single person. He kind of just recounts the Uchiha massacre and everything and references just all the death that he saw and just how merciless it was once someone died, and he just kind of says that he vows never to kill anyone basically because he doesn't want to stoop to the same level as the people that killed his clan and stuff. That definitely makes everybody kind of think a little bit. Zako would have spoken up and acted it's even like, yeah, I can do it, that sort of deal. But he kind of thinks about it after Yoshitomo says that and stuff. I don't know what everybody's reaction would be.
Gabriella will look at him and be like, let's find out. I'm begin walking towards him.
You see, he just sighs and says, "Not right now." Plus, I don't want to get any of the gunk on me, as he just makes a reference to you smelling bad and stuff.
Oh no.
Where is he on the map?
Oh
Jesus
no.
Christ. Yeah, he's sitting on top of a tree. He's like
All
right.
right.
Yeah, you'd be like right around here.
Uh, Nico, right? The one that laughed at us earlier? The one that already has
Zako,
bad
yeah.
blood. Yeah, the one that has bad blood. Yeah. Um,
He kind of steps in front of you, like bodyguard style in front of the tree, and Yoshi's almost says like, "I can take care of myself, Zako." And he's like, "Yeah, but you know, I fucking hate it when people like talk to you like that, man. So I'm just letting you know that I'm here." As he starts like backing up as it really gets closer.
man, for someone that says they can kill, they're awfully scared.
I'm just getting my distance,
Oh,
man. You wouldn't even get it.
how fast is his movement?
He's pretty fast. I'd say you guys are probably like even in terms of speed though, because you're a speed demon.
Okay. Uh, Gabiru, fetch.
Yeah, that's the cue for Zako to be running around for the next couple minutes. So yeah, now you're
Ye-
standing at the base of the tree right now with Yoshitomo looking down at you.
Yeah. Yeah, the Gabiru's just gonna be chasing him around.
Yeah, go
Zako,
spider.
Zako's just running around like, oh shit, I forgot, I got to check on the logs over there.
As he counts the logs, Gabiru's just going to stare at him intently.
He just dips his head down and pretend to be very interested in the amount of different logs over here.
And then after what would feel like an eternity for him,
Mm-hmm.
he'll come back to Gabriella. Yeah. And then she's like, life isn't something you should just be able to snuff out.
Yoshitomo kind of just like quips down after you say that. You can really see he agrees with that. Like definitely respects that like viewpoint. But he just quips down and says, "Look at that. The beast can think."
Yes, but name me one animal that would waste their food or their prey. I kill for no reason.
Um, you see that you don't really know. He kind of just doesn't really know how to react to that. Not in like a fear sort of sense. Even though he definitely is like he doesn't think you're weak or anything. So while he views you as like animalistic and doesn't really like that, like he doesn't really like your lack of tact. Something resonates with what you say with that. As he kind of like whispers to himself, he's like, you're not half wrong." He kind of like looks off into the distance and he's like, "There's a couple people in this world that don't deserve the mercy of death." It's kind of like a dark look, kind of like covers over his eyes as he's kind of like deep in thought.
How much higher off the ground is he from me?
About like 10-ish feet.
Okay, so he's she's gonna be like, well, if I encounter people that deserve no mercy, I won't show them any mercy. Simple as that.
He nods and says, "Either way, I'm not killing anybody. So, I'm not saying you shouldn't. I don't give a fuck what you do, but it's my 2 cents on it."
And she's gonna sit there in silence while petting Gabriel.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and as a quick note, normally, granted, I don't think it would have gotten that heated when Yoshimo semi shouted at her when he was leaving.
Yeah.
Normally, Izumi would quip back with something.
Mm-hmm.
Her staying silent is normally not something she does.
Yeah, that's why he was shocked at that mainly. He expected you to like kind of get upset at him.
I'm more saved for background knowledge.
Yeah. I guess while we're waiting for Uzi, we can take a quick intermission and everything. I'll just go
Yeah.
get some water right quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna use it
Right.
to grab a quick snack as well.
All right, so we left off with oh yeah, Uzi. I don't know if you would have commented anything. Basically, Yubato was just bringing up about becoming a shinobi, like the reality that you guys might have to like kill people, and like what was like Uzi's perspective on that. She was just like, a couple people were just like, they didn't think that they could actually bring themselves to kill people. Yoshitomo straight up said that he'll never kill anybody.
You want my actual perspective or what he's going to say?
Yeah, what do you think Uzi was saying? Yeah.
He's probably gonna go with the masses on this and just like, yeah, it's pretty hard to do. Like, it's going to be very hard if that time ever comes.
Mm-hmm.
Out of character, I mean, no, he's going to be it's going to be very easy for him to do this.
Yeah.
This has been a large part of his upbringing. Like, he's going to be very ready when that time comes.
All right.
Keep in mind, the only rule is Gabriella hasn't killed because she promised not to kill.
Yeah, that's Elkira made you promise. Yeah. Not even really made you promise. He doesn't really do promises. His pinky promise is punching you, essentially.
If you kill someone, I'm beating you up. That is
more than I usually do.
How is who appointed him as our mentor?
He found me in the woods. That's how it happened.
Oh, okay. No, that I get.
All right, but I will say as a note, you do see Zako at this time would have been like obviously like given a bravado saying that he would be cool with killing people, but he definitely is uncomfortable with it as you see him just kind of like looking at the logs, kind of like deep in thought. But
after running from the spider again.
Yep. I will switch you guys over to Izanami Park. Izanami Park is about like an hour's worth of like travel, just like walking there and everything. But you guys get to this clearing. You see a big gate at the front, like an iron gate and everything. And there's a huge crowd of people, like a line of people waiting to get in, and just a whole bunch of college students and everything. You can tell you see some like a land of grass, not headbands, but just like paraphernalia and stuff like that, and like just the type of dress that they wear, because it's like almost like the business district. It's not a part of like the allied shinobi villages. It's a village specifically for the World Trade Organization.
Oh.
So yeah, you guys get to this bumping college party. How are you going to try to get in? As you see like the security guards at the front.
I have an idea.
Okay.
I have a very good idea for myself.
Everybody, go ahead and roll initiative real quick. Just I'll just go down.
Oh fuck! How did my plan fuck up before I even tried?
It hasn't started yet. Fuck!
I have a plan. Roll initiative. Let's go!
Oh, y'all have to re-roll for who goes first.
Oh yeah, drop down your token.
Oh my god, we've been I've been consistently rolling good today.
It would just be it would be a dexterity tiebreaker, so that would be
they
same.
both have +4.
Oh, they both have
Have to
+4.
roll.
Okay, yeah. Roll again, yeah.
Do we just roll a? Can we just like roll a d20 each, see who gets the highest?
Yeah, go ahead.
There we go. Oh, perfect.
Alright, let's just do a d20 then. Yeah, okay.
Alrighty. Let me add you guys to the turn order. What did Gabriela get? 22, yeah.
22.
Alright, so Gabriela, you kind of what do you do to get in?
Well, you said there's a front entrance, right?
Yep.
With security guards and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
She's smart when it comes with like fighting and not killing,
Mm-hmm.
but social cues, social interaction, not as much. So she's just gonna walk in.
Yeah, you walk up to you see a security guard at the front that's like just like looking at their IDs basically and just letting them in. He looks at you and he's like, uh, "Kid, you're a little bit lost to be out near the mountains at this time of night. Can I help you?"
Oh, I'm just going to my regular hunting spot. Don't mind me. Don't feel like going around. And he's gonna walk by them with the
Uh,
spider following her, of course.
he definitely looks disturbed, but he like puts a hand in front of you. He's like, wait, this is Izanami Park, kid. This isn't it's not a. When do you hunt here? You're not supposed to be allowed in here. How do you even get past the gate?"
Same way I always do. I walk.
Yeah, I think you may be mistaken. You probably need to go home to your parents and maybe get a shower.
Oh no.
Parents? What parents?
Oh, I'm sorry. Look, it's not. This isn't a place for kids. Okay, he like kneels down and he starts talking like kid talk. He's like, this place isn't for you.
But rats. I hunt rats. There's plenty of rats here.
Rats. What? Kid, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to turn you away here. This is it's a party for college students, and you are very much not in college.
Roll intimidation would be my
But
argument.
Big sis told me to meet her here.
Oh no.
Go ahead and make me a deception check.
Oh no.
I'll call this DC 15.
Okay. I got a roll natural 20 or 19 to pass. They got a minus D4. Of course.
A 7.
That was a plus.
It's supposed,
That's a
I did
negative
plus
one.
exit.
Holy shit!
That's a negative
have-
1. I
You
got a
have
negative
two.
1.
You have two fucking.
Well,
Oh yeah, that's another
negative
thing.
D4.
I meant to say the Will of Fire thing is a once per combat thing, isn't it? It's once per session, if I'm not mistaken.
You gain it
No,
once
you
per
can use
session,
it-
but you
you
can
gain it one per
use it as
session.
many times as you have
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I'll use Will of Fire, so just has advantage. Just because this is important to me. Nope. No, yeah. She's not a good liar. That's one thing.
Yeah. He looks at you and he's like, "Right. I just walk with me a little bit. I'll just I'm pretty sure I saw her over there," as he starts walking you towards the exit.
Does he grab me in any way?
No, he's not grabbing you. He's just kind of ushering you, kind of like gesturing you along.
She's gonna be, okay, stranger, I'll follow you. And start following him.
You get to the exit, and then he kind of tries to shove you out.
Can you roll a strength? Because I
Yeah.
will pin him on the floor.
Go ahead and give me a DC. He's a regular dude. I'll say it's like a DC 13 athletics check.
You see 13? Okay. 13.
Yeah, you just passed it. So yeah, you shove him onto the ground, and then now you have like a wide open entrance in front of you.
Then I'm going. Can I roll intimidation as I tell him you didn't see anything?
Yeah, go ahead and roll. Yeah,
Oh, no.
Alright.
I'll say with advantage since you did just as a small child did just manhandle him.
I beat bigger guys than you.
beat one up just today.
Actually, I'll say no. Yeah, I mean, fuck.
Doesn't
That
matter.
is insane.
Fucking A.
So that's yeah, that's a nat 20. So he looks in fear and like runs away. As the spider like kind of like pokes out of your hair, and so you're able to just walk in.
So I'm gonna walk in.
None of the other security guards standing there want anything to do with you, so they just look away and pretend not to see you. Uzi, that's all you.
Yeah, I just want to use the commotion that Gabriella caused to just like sneak in.
Yeah, just give me a stealth check with advantage. That nat 20. I mean, at this point, I don't even know why I'm making you guys roll.
It's great because these two have been the ones getting the fucking net 20.
Oh, I forgot. I forgot
Advantage,
to roll an
yeah.
advantage.
Roll a little more time.
Oh, I used the wrong command as well. Sorry.
The fuck? What command? did
17.
you roll?
Okay.
All right, yeah. So you're able to just sneak by with all the commotion and everything, and everybody kind of a crowd gathering as this man is like crying in like a fetal position. Izumi, how do you sneak in?
Izumi knowing what this place is way less inclined to want to go in.
Mm-hmm.
More because she works for people who are in charge of the place.
Yep.
So, trying to debate. I've been trying to think of what would make her want to actually go in, and the only thing I can think of is her fox in some way making her go in.
Yep. So, I mean, I'm not at this point. You're not, just for time purposes as well, since we're wrapping the session up. I won't make you roll for it at this point, just due to the commotion and everything. You're able to sneak in. Kikunara, who went with you guys. She also is stopped, but you see, she's stopped by the security guard, and she starts. She's like, "I'm sorry. Do you know who I am? On top of that, what are you wearing?" And then she like dismantles him with what he's wearing. She's like going after his jacket. I'm like, that's so year 410, and then like basically just insults him until he cries, and she walks in.
Oh, also to point out, Izumi would have gone in because her fox ran in,
Yeah.
and now she's like, I don't know what he will just do in there, so she follows.
Yeah, so I'll do a quick little lapse of all the different places and everything. You guys go to it's a also is anybody like wearing any costumes or anything like that? Because it's Halloween.
He is the costume.
Yep.
No, Gabrielle's isn't.
Okay.
I feel like it was his normal outfit kind of looks like a costume anyway.
Yeah, you can just have your puppets over you or something.
Fuck.
Yeah, just it looks like Barbodo.
What
Mhm.
would Izumi even have is the real question. I'm gonna roll a d20. Above a 10, she's wearing a costume. She is not. She's in her normal clothes.
Yeah, so you guys there's a whole bunch of people with Halloween costumes on and everything. One dude with a Freddy Krueger. I was trying to make a joke and say Freddy Krueger with a Uto at the end, but it didn't work. But yeah, no, you guys go through a whole bunch of different places. This is a haunted house. Just roll me like a actually no wisdom saves needed. It just depends on whether you guys would be scared by like monsters or something like that.
I don't think Uzi would.
Yeah, no, I don't even know why I'm asking. You guys definitely wouldn't.
The monsters are going to be scared of Gabriella. What do you mean?
That's actually a great point. Anything that jumps out of Gabrielle's just gonna fucking death glare.
Yeah, so
They tried to scare Gabriella. They have to roll wisdom.
Gabriella's natural response of fear is standing her ground, staring intently. So,
yeah, a whole
so
bunch
if
of
they
them
do successfully scare her, she intimidates them accidentally because that's her defense mechanism.
I thought your defense mechanism was punch it.
No, that's her choice.
Ah.
Understandably. And Izumi would be looking at things very interested. Like, it's very apparent when she's surprised, but at no point is she visually scared.
Yeah. But yeah, Kikunara, Yubuta, and Luminaire are all the people that went with you. They're all like in fright at these workers. They're very good costumes, and so they're actually like good scares and stuff. But yeah, you go through. There's a haunted house. There's a haunted hayfield that they take you on a tour through. The Hall of Mirrors, and then just some carnival rides. And you end up passing by one of the carnival rides.
See, Hall of Mirrors.
Yeah, Hall of Mirrors. Yeah.
All right, Gabriella will be scared of that one.
Why?
Why are there many
Because-
of me?
Because first of all, too many of her.
Mhm.
Second of all,
Oh god,
Usually
she's
a
gonna
wall
fight
mirror-
the fucking mirrors. I'm
second
sorry,
of all,
go on.
wall of mirrors usually mean a maze of mirrors or windows,
Yeah.
and she can't do mazes.
Yeah, you guys have to
So-
find Gabriela. She somehow gets lost on the way.
There's like 100 Gabriellas in the fetal position crying because she's lost.
Who did you say came with us?
Kikunara, Yubuta, and then Fuchimaro.
Okay, then I'm gonna ask Yubita if she planted a bee on Gabriella and if she can just like lead us to it.
Yeah, she says, "Yeah, I'll try to. I'll try to have my wasp look for some pheromones." So you guys are
Thank
eventually
you.
able to find Gabriela, who is just shell shocked. But yeah, so one notable thing as you guys are passing by the carnival rides, you see Chef Zuko's Ichiraku Ramen. He has like a pop-up stand
Oh
set
shit.
up in there.
Yeah, okay, can't let him see me.
Oh yeah, would you guys have gone? That is the question.
I would keep my distance away from him. I can't let him know I'm here.
Yeah.
Gabiru. Yeah, and what's the name of the fox?
Kakacha.
Kachacha. Kachacha! Gabiru! Food! And we're gonna rush towards it.
Okay. Yeah,
Naturally so.
you can drop yourself down on the map.
With a defeated sigh, Izumi would have to follow. Just okay.
Oh wait, I mean, I'll let you guys drop yourselves down on the map real quick. Sorry, 1 second. I keep getting interrupted with stuff. Like 1 second, sorry.
Oh, good.
No worries.
Oh, it ain't
Where's the entrance?
You
There's the entrance. Okay.
actually where you are is a door, but yeah, there's also a door right here. Didn't even
And there's
notice
also
that.
that might be a window actually. I think that's a that's a
Yeah,
window.
I'm pretty sure that's a window because right here.
Yeah, I
is
also
the
realized that
thing.
by the structure, like going through the door and just like being actually not able to move. Better not get seen.
Oh, we walked into a restaurant. What do you think is going to happen?
Going
And,
into a
like,
restaurant wouldn't, going into a restaurant wouldn't be that bad. Going into a restaurant run by Mr. Suko is a bad idea.
Look,
And there's 2 security guards crying in the entrance.
look.
Your point is-
he knows the Hokage. Okay, he ain't gonna.
I meant that's.
Alright, hear me?
He looks like a snitch.
Wow. It's just.
Yeah. I meant more as this is a bad idea for Izumi. I don't know who Zuko would snitch to.
Look, worst case, she would just say she was chasing after her fox.
Mm-hmm.
Which is
Yeah, Gabrielle doesn't have an excuse but food.
true in this scenario.
Yeah, you guys get in and you see, there's some villagers in here, but most notably, you see I don't know how well you guys would have been like friends and everything, but you guys definitely would have known her before she went missing. Mr. Zuko's daughter Luna is sitting at one of the tables. She has like very like her hair is like super messed up and everything, like frazzled and stuff. She has like dirt on her and stuff, and you see
Just been
she's just
found.
yeah. You see she's sitting at a
Yeah.
table with like just like scarfing down a bowl of ramen, but like throwing out all the noodles and just eating like the meat parts of it in there.
Ah.
And Mr. Zuko just looks like through the moon. Like he's like, elated and everything. As he's just making food, just humming to himself.
Uh,
What are you kids doing here?
chasing my fox mostly. At least I am. As my fox would eagerly be here, just wanting food.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he looks at you, Gorilla.
And she's gonna put 5 Rio. Meat, please.
He slides you the Rio back and kind of scoffs and says, "Well, I don't know what you kids are doing here, but don't get into any of the stuff that these kids have been getting into. I mean, it's horrifying, the youth these days. Everybody's just doing drugs. Apparently this drug
What?
apparently this drug called Grave Walker they've been talking about. They've been people have been acting very strange with it. But regardless, I'm sure you've noticed as he beams with pride looking at Luna.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. Where was she?
I found her on the way here. I'm gonna take her to the hospital once we get back, just to be sure. But she seems nice now. I just wanna. I don't know. I don't want to say I didn't believe it, but it feels like my prayers have been answered. So I just want to enjoy this moment. But I saw her on the way here when I was getting ready to set up my stand. So he kind of just walks up and gives her a hug. Luna looks at you guys, and she kind of just immediately just goes back to eating.
Being suspicious, Izumi is going to make 2 checks: an illusions and a would it be chalk control? No, it'd be ninja.
Mm-hmm.
What's my ninja? So the first one is illusions. Nat 1, that's great. Second is ninja, 17.
Okay, yeah, it's not like this is actually Luna. You don't sense any, you don't sense any like jutsu on her or anything like that.
I'm glad you're okay.
She just looks at you and then goes back to eating. And she like runs out of like the eats all the meat in the bowl, and then Zuko hands her another one, and she immediately just tosses out the noodles and just scarfs down the beef and stuff and steak inside of there and stuff. She's not really talking, like she's anybody who gets close, she immediately just like looks at them with like a glare, and they kind of just like back off and everything. But yeah.
She had to have been living in the wilderness for a minute.
Would Gabriella like sense the fact that she was stuck in the wild on her own for the longest time?
You're getting like a very major like primal vibe and everything, as if like she's like very much in a state of like constant like anxiety, if that makes sense. It's almost like looking at like an on guard animal, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is her chance to shine in her history background.
Mm-hmm.
Gabriella, is there any meat within reach above the counter?
Yeah, there would be some on the counter that he hasn't like prepared yet.
Okay, so she's gonna grab one and leave like 2 Rio behind.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's gonna go slowly approach and sit beside Luna.
Yeah.
And Izumi, you've seen her being primal animalistic, but now you're seeing her before she was socialized to the humans.
Mm-hmm.
as Gabriella makes little animalistic sounds to catch Luna's attention, to see if she's been mind wiped or if she's under the same effect that Gabriella was when she was much younger.
Mm-hmm.
Just to see what Luna's response is. So it's like showing that she was raised in nature and trying to show empathy towards someone that was forced to survive in nature.
Yeah, make me an insight check with advantage, or whichever check are you trying to make with this.
Man.
I feel like
Insight?
Yeah,
Insight, animal handling, or survival.
either one would be fine. Yeah.
Oh, the survival is the only one I have a plus on. Is there really do advantage without rolling twice?
There
Just
is,
2d20.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's,
I
yeah,
think
2d20
it's
does it
K.
too.
I think it's KH1.
So it would be like this. Let me show you.
I'm sorry, just no supreme overlord. Oh.
Yeah. So roll 2d20. Yeah. So you would just do slash roll 2d20 and then plus your bonus. Yep. 17.
So 17.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're able to like, you connect with, you get a vibe of someone that's like scared, like as if they're still in a life-threatening scenario. She's like breathing really heavily, or like really fast breaths. But you give her like the food and everything. She snatches it like really quickly and like kind of like surprising you with like her, like like just the quickness of it, and just starts biting into it whole without even like using a fork or anything. You can see she looks at you, but you look into the eyes of someone who's scared.
Gabriella's gonna get closer and closer, coaxing a bit more meat but when she's about a few inches away, she'll reach her hand out
Mm-hmm.
to show that she means no harm, that she's here to be her ally.
I'll say with that,
yeah.
With that check, you notice that she's trying her best to not lose her composure. Like she's trying to like stay composed, but you get your hand closer and she just bats it away, and kind of like lets out like a kind of like a grunt, like a just like kind of a not a yelp, but like a grunt, like in a primal sense, and kind of just runs off into the storage room. And Mr. Zuko kind of just looks at you and says, I appreciate it, but I think she just needs some time. In fact, everyone, I'll open back up in a little bit. I just need some time. And they all kind of, just nod in understanding.
Yeah.
He pats you on the head, and some spiders crawl on his hand, and he just kind of like bats them off and make sure they don't get in the food. But he thanks you and says, sorry, I don't mean to kick you guys out, but and I appreciate what you did, Gabriela, but I just need some time alone with my daughter. I think she needs, I think she just needs someone to talk to.
Okay. I'll be outside the doors waiting if you need anything.
All right. Yeah. So as you guys are leaving, you do kind of hear Mr. Zuko, like Gabriela, you would be like watching and stuff, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You see him like kind of like fall to the ground and like hug Luna, and he's just kind of like, you're able to kind of mouth out the words that he's saying, and he's like just like saying I'm sorry basically, and just crying. But as you guys walk out and you're on your way, is there any specific place you guys would want to be on your way to with like any other like specific attractions that you guys want to go to? There's like I said, the Hall of Mirrors, the haunted house, and then hay cornfield, and then just actual like carnival rides. Well, I mean, you guys are at the carnival area now, so I just between the hay cornfield and the Hall of Mirrors and the haunted house, where would you be going?
Izumi would definitely want to try out the carnival rides.
Yeah,
Okay.
Gabriel would definitely try those.
Yeah, you would have tried those out. I just mean like where would you have gone like next, essentially?
Mhm.
Carnival rides, but if there's food stalls that sell food, we'll get food on the way to the carnival rides.
Yeah, you're at the carnival ride area now. It's between the haunted house, Hall of Mirrors, and the hay cornfield.
Okay.
Yeah, for like the places you guys can choose from. I'll put you back on like the area map.
So Luna's back. That's important to write down. Uh,
I have a little group thing on here. Do Yeah, so you guys would be here now. Kikunara would have been like just enjoying the rides with you guys, but where would you have gone next?
Um,
we'll get the trauma over with. All mirrors.
Okay. Is anybody else making a vote where Uzi and Azumi wanted to go to?
Haunted hayfield.
All right.
The very cool hayfield.
Yeah, and I guess Azumi's just going with the flow.
yeah,
Okay.
she is like it's very clear to tell she is fairly worried about being caught and getting into trouble.
Hmm.
But she's just kind of following along with people, just like it's I don't know what else to do.
Yeah, you guys see a couple as you're walking on the way to the Hall of Mirrors. You see a couple of villagers. I mean, not villagers. A couple just college students that are laughing and talking. But you notice they're like very in their slurred in their movements and like their speech and stuff. And as you're walking, let me stop the music real quick. As we're just wrapping up the session, you see the villagers all like simultaneously, like nearly at the same time, vomit. And it starts off as just regular vomit, like like when people are drunk and stuff. But you see, they eventually just keep vomiting, like they keep throwing up continuously until they like start vomiting up blood. And you see a whole bunch of them keel over, and they're like, "What the fuck is happening?" And they're like, kind of like trying to grab each other. And you see, like, there's like two in the off in the distance and everything at the end of this trail. Uh, they like grab each other's like shoulders and everything just in fright. And you see one of them starts like digging their fingers into the other person's shoulder. And like one of them is like, "What the fuck is wrong with you, man?" And then the other college student like grabs their other shoulder and just like lunges on top of them as he starts like vomiting all over them. And you see now there's like you almost feel like you see some organs in there, like flesh within that vomit
Ew.
effect. And this person is just horrified as they're just being vomited on. And then you see them start to claw at the person's eyes, but not in a way that's like coherent. It's almost like as if they're just waving their arm, as if they're like suffocating. You see the same thing with this villager right here. And so all of them kind of just keel over on the ground and just, you don't know if they're dead, but you start hearing a low groan come from the limp bodies.
That's they're workers, right? That's
That's bad.
part of the attraction.
You see
I
more blood
don't
just keeps
think so.
more blood keeps pooling out of their mouths until eventually you see they are vomiting up guts. You see intestines and just bile coming out of their mouths and just leaking as they're on the ground, just groaning in pain.
Izumi would make her way to the first one who was about here
Hmm.
and just would place her hand where she knows to feel his pulse.
You don't feel the pulse.
And she is gonna stand up, take a very shaky step back. He's dead.
And you hear a faint like voice come from the villager that you know his heart has stopped. Help me, please, just help me. As he starts reaching towards you, you see a black sort of goo start to like come out of his orifices, his nose, his mouth, his eyes, as he starts reaching towards you, and you see his skin starts turning a sickly green. And simultaneously, as that's happening, you see the two college students in the back stand up on shaky legs, almost as if they're pulled by like a puppet string. Their like torso rises before as their legs kind of just root them in place. I'm gonna need everybody to roll initiative as you hear some twigs
Yeah.
and leaves crunching in the background. As you hear a group of people walking up to you, and you hear a low groan.
Oh, fuck you. I have a +6 to the initiative, god damn it.
7.
Fucking summons go at the end of your turn, right?
Yep,
Okay.
I'll set you guys' initiative, and that is where we'll wrap up the session as these people start lurching towards you.
Yeah. I assumed. That's definitely not terrifying.